ties, I should say. In your opinion, why do you think that's happening now?
Well, I believe that the time has changed after a decade of conflicts in the region. Of course, with regards to Syria and Hamas, these talks, these renewed talks, and this for by Secretary General of Hezbollah for by mend fences between Hamas as a resistant group and Syria as the backbone of all resistance movements in the region. So, a backbone of all resistance movements in the region. So, I believe that after a few years, he was able to succeed in his aim. And here we saw a meeting between President Assad and the Palestinian factions, including Hamas. It's the first time that they meet since 2012, like the report mentioned. As for other regions, let's say, or other countries, like the meeting between, or mending fences between Egypt and Qatar and other states, I believe that the Egyptians are reconsidering their ties to Qatar despite its backing of the Muslim Brothers, especially that Egypt is passing through dire economic situations right now, and they are looking for improving relations with oil-rich countries in order to have support from them.
But Mr. Wakim, aren't you seeing a lot of this happening these days? You've heard Vladimir Putin in Rusume, it's the newborn multipolar world forming. It's the newborn nations, the SCO, all of the Asian regional conferences and summits and new family, the Asian regional conferences and summits and new family groupings as well. Are we witnessing what the Russian president has been talking about, the emergence of this multipolar world?
Yes, definitely. Actually, this emerging of this multilateral world is creating new dynamics for states. Important is that the balance of power is tilting to the favor of the non-European and non-Western countries, with the rise of Eurasian powers like Russia, China, and Iran, in addition to the BRICS countries, including India, South Africa, Brazil, and other states. Mexico is one candidate to get promoted to the status of a major regional power, for example. Meanwhile, we see that there is a retreat of Western power, and this explains their stubbornness, their fierce pursuit of escalation. Russia, China, Iran, and other states as foes or enemies like Russia, China, Iran, and other states. This explains much of the crisis in Ukraine right now.
I think you draw upon a very interesting comparison just right now. Certainly, if you take a larger global perspective, Ukraine certainly seems to be a flashpoint, but it's only a small flashpoint compared to so many others around the world these days. You mentioned, Mr. Wakim, that the balance of power is shifting. Now, when you look at something like, for example, Saudi Arabia, one of the biggest energy power brokers in the world, wants to join BRICS. Saudi Arabia, they want to use Rial and Yuan, and you're seeing this between Russia and dollar. They want to use Rial and Yuan, and you're seeing this between Russia and China, potentially soon between Saudi Arabia and China as well. But Mr. Wakim, when it comes to the movement in the Middle Eastern area, Middle Eastern governments there, and they're kind of reconnecting at the moment. I'm sure Washington and various professional partners in the West are keeping a very close watch. Would you expect any reaction from them as they witness all these changes happening in old school families in the Middle East?
Well, so far I don't believe that the major Arab capitals like Cairo, Riyadh, or let's say Morocco would challenge U.S. hegemony. But Damascus and its resilience towards all attempts by the United States and the West to destroy the country, its capability to resist will inaugurate a new international relations, will entail a change in the course of events in the Middle East, entail a change and of the influence of the West in this region.
Yeah, some really fascinating commentary there from Jamal Wakim, a professor of history and international relations at Lebanese University. A great pleasure having you on today. Thank you very much. Thank you.